Jack Moylan, talking to you as we're coming into the business end of the season. It's been a successful season so far, but probably both personally for the team. How have you judged the season so far?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been hit or miss. It probably could be a lot better, but look, I was just talking to Johnny and Graham in there about that. Like, if you had said the Shels fans and Shels players at the end of the year that they stayed up and they're doing well and that they have a good cup run, that you probably would have bit the hand off. So yeah, we're doing well, but obviously we could do a lot better, and we're going to strive to do better over the last few games.
From a personal point of view, it's fair to say that the fans have taken a real shine into you. You know, you've got your own song. Comes from the Derby win over St. Pat's. How have you found that relationship with the club and with the supporters?
I love it, yeah. I love it every day coming in for training, and then especially on match day, it's brilliant. Like, if 2,000 fans, 3,000 fans at every game, and yeah, the chant's great. It gives you a boost all the time when you're struggling, and when you're playing well, it gives you that extra bit. And yeah, I love them. A lot of my friends are in there, a lot of my family to go to all the games, so it's kind of good, the banter and the slagging I get sometimes. It's enjoyable.
You mentioned it coming into training there. What's the environment like? It's a really good group of players. Obviously the management team is extremely experienced in terms of Damien Duff, Joey O'Brien, Alan Quinn, Dave McAllister. How are you finding the experience?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think everyone kind of says it in every interview that it's definitely the best group of lads that everyone's been involved in. Definitely for me anyway. It's such a good bunch. It's like a family, as I always say, that off the pitch we get along as well as we do on it, that everyone wants to die for each other, wants to do well for each other, and I think that comes from the manager himself, that he wants everyone to do so well, and you can tell that he cares about you, that he's a good, honest person, that it shows that compared to other managers that you've had, and they really do want you to do well, and that's the main thing for all the lads, that we all see that, and it's the main thing that we all buy into.
Damien has mentioned a couple of times in interviews that he's harsh on you. You know, that's probably because he sees so much in you, and so he's gotten so much out of you as well. And you know, you're 21 tomorrow.
Yeah,
happy
tomorrow,
birthday!
Yeah, thank you.
So, like, how have you found the relationship with Damien?
Yeah, it's great. I'm feeling old now, but yeah, Damien, he's brilliant. Like, he might be harsh on me sometimes, but I know it's not a bad way to give out to me. I just know that he wants me to do better, and probably at the start I looked at it the wrong way, that I kept thinking, oh God, he's on my case all the time, what's going on? But when you look at it and you see how genuine that he just wants you to do well and he wants you to improve, and yeah, you can look at it that way, that he obviously sees something in me and that he wants me to do well, and like, I don't take it the wrong way when he gives out to me or when he's harsh on me. I just have to look at it as a positive, that when he stops giving out to me or stops caring about me, that's when I'll be worried then.
You must be pleased with, you had an injury earlier on in the season, and you've since bounced back for that with goals. And you know, it's also coincided with a good run of form for Shelbourne as well. How have you found that kind of, coming back from the injury and dealing with the frustration of that in the first place? Yeah,
the injury was tough. It was probably the first proper injury that I've ever had that's kept me out of matches for a while. And another person that I have to thank as well is Mauro. I don't think a lot of people know about him behind the scenes as strength and conditioning coach, that he's done fantastic work with me, that he got me back from injury, he got me back stronger and quicker than I ever felt coming back into injury, and I owe him a lot for that, and the club don't speak about him probably enough, that he deserves the credit as well. But yeah, look, I come back and got a few goals, got running and felt good, and I had obviously the month of May that I played really well in and was up for awards and stuff. So I think it's important that it's always a thing that when your two strikers are playing well, if me and Buddy are playing well and we're scoring goals, that the team's going to play well and feed off us. So yeah, it's important.
How have you found that relationship with Sean Boyes? He's an interesting character.
Yeah, Sean's great, yeah. He's a bit mad, and I think everyone knows that, but we love him for it, and I don't want him to ever change on you.
Looking ahead to Friday, there's been some good games with Dundalk and Shels in Talker Park here. It was in Neil Og, really tight affair, really kind of competitive. The last game in Oriel, it's now called Casey's Park until the end of the season, was feisty. But you must relish those occasions as well.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's part of the league, and the slagging and the madness of it is what makes the league so special. And yeah, I think I remember the last time we played them here, it was 0-0, but when we were in Oriel, now Casey Park, it was carnage, wasn't it? It was brilliant. But I know we lost the game, but I think we showed that night that we had a bit about us, and that we came behind, we were 10 men, and we got ourselves back into the game, and then eventually it slipped away from us. But I think that kind of showed people that Shelbourne do have a bit about them, and we were a bit crazy back then, and that we still are, and I don't think we'll ever change. So.
And finally, what's the ambitions for the rest of the season? Big, massive game in the Cup coming up. Obviously a big game on Friday. There's a lot to play for. What are you thinking for the rest of the season?
Well, like, we're here to win the Cup. We're here to go as far as we can in the league, and there's no point in hiding that. Like, it might not happen. It's a high chance it won't happen. But if you're not in football and you don't have that ambition to be the best and win all the time, then you're in the wrong game. So yeah, for us, we're obviously just taking every game as it comes, as a cliche, but yeah, we have bigger pictures to win the cup and to probably finish high up in the league and go for Europe, and that will never change for us.